Hello friends. So in this video today, I am going to show something interesting which has come with S4 HANA and in pricing. So I'm here with Sharik. Sharik will guide you through the system and I'll explain what are the things that have changed in the pricing procedure with the new version of S4 HANA. So Sharik, if you scroll to the left and let us just
Yeah,
tell
sure.
the audience what are the things that have come new. So most this is a very common screen that we are sharing. Most of the SD consultants are very used to see this pricing procedure screen. Now, if you notice in S4 HANA, there is this column next to the statistical column, which is like relevant for statistical pricing. There's this column which is called relevant for account determination. So this has been added in S4HANA, and we'll show you an example how system behaves. And there is one more thing that is added with S4HANA. If you scroll to the extreme right, this is this next column, which is access level. I'll tell you briefly about access level, what it is. We won't be able to show you in the system, uh, but we'll show you the relevant for account one. So access level is basically the access that is provided to the different users of SAP. So, for example, if you have a supervisor, you have a manager, you have a senior manager, you can get separate accesses assigned for a particular condition type. So, only, for example, manager or a senior manager will be able to see, let's say, profit margin, for example. So, he'll be able to only see profit margin. The rest of the people won't be able to see the profit margin. Access level is mainly to not let the end users know how much profit are we making for a sale of a product. So that is some additional. It is linked to the user role and then user profile and all that. So that's beyond the scope of entirety of the SD consultants, but it's good to know where do you maintain the access level if there's any requirement for business. So in this video, we will show you the relevant for accounting thing. Now, why SAP has done this, first of all? SAP has done this because in many cases in the past projects that I've worked before, there are situations where the company says, although we don't want a value to be added to the net price, uh, but because let's say freight, for example, freight is a cost that goes to the freight forwarder, to a separate person rather than your sold to. So, and they don't want to add that price because it's externally paid to the net value, but they want to show it in the sales order because they themselves are selling want to know the total cost of the sales. Okay, so that's why you have freight. So now this is marked as statistical. It doesn't add to the net value, but they also want that it needs to post a relevant account. Okay, it should be relevant for accounting. So if you mark something which is statistical and don't assign an accounting key to that, it makes it irrelevant to accounting, which is just for display purposes. But there are situations where you also need to show for account for debit, because for example, if in 6 months you want to see the total cost of freight in a separate account. So for that, and you also don't want that price to add in the sales order. So that's a situation, that's a scenario. So in that case, you need statistical condition, which is relevant for accounting also. So there are certain settings in the account determination, which we will show towards the end of the video. But right now we are going to create two sales orders, one sales order without relevant for accounting, and you see the accounting entries, and the other sales order where we will mark it for relevant for accounting, and then you see the difference. Okay, Yarek.
Yeah. So we can start with showing them the statistical one first. So as you can see, we have marked this condition type as FRE to statistical only, and we have added the account key, right? Data has already been
Yeah,
saved.
yeah. So
Now
for
I'm
this
going to,
one, if it is statistical, it
yeah,
doesn't matter whether you have accounting keys or not created.
yeah.
You can keep it blank also, so that's also fine. But we'll just show you what
Yeah.
happens in the statistical.
So this is my sales area. Now this is my customer. So we are doing this for testing purpose only. This is my product. So we can directly go to the condition type. So
Yeah,
as you can
just
see, this
hang on
is,
to this screen.
yeah,
Yeah. So in this screen, you see the net value, the ZPRO is 600, and then there's a 100 discount. So total becomes 500. The ZFRE 50 is not added to the net value because it is marked as statistical. Okay. It will
yeah,
be the same value in the other example that we're going to show, but it will hit the accounts. Okay. If we remove the statistical indicator, then this 50 will get added and it will become
yeah.
550 or something. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah.
No, it will be, it make it like 1,000, yeah, because
Yeah, depending
total
upon the
cost is, yeah,
quantity.
yeah,
Yeah, total
how
cost.
much
Yeah.
we are taking, yeah.
Yeah.
I've saved this order. Now I'm delivering it quickly.
Yeah. So the
Can go to
accounting document.
accounting. So
So now you
accounting
see here
document.
only two accounting documents.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to
We go
display
inside
the
this. Yeah.
original? Yeah. Yeah, so here
Already.
you see there is no information about uh, ZFRE, the freight condition. It's just the customer debit and credit entries here. Okay. Don't worry about the description of the account because we've picked up the random GL account. So you can say sales rebate, but actually is some GL account that we've picked in the process. But you will understand the difference when we are going to do the other scenario. So this is general posting. When you create an invoice, you have a debit and credit entry. Customer uh, uh, is is going to pay to you, and then your account will be debited. And some credit and debit entries happen. Don't want to get into the details of finance, but these is just standard entries.
Yeah. So now we can show them both statistical as well as relevant for accounting. For the same condition type, we can tick this relevant for accounting. Tick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm now going to save this pricing procedure. Now try to create a new sales order. Same quantity I'm taking. As you can see, nothing will change here. It will still show the net value of 500 USD.
Yeah, because it is
Yeah.
statistical,
Yeah.
so it
Statistical.
doesn't matter. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the difference is it is relevant for accounting.
Yeah.
So now we will deliver and do the goods issue and invoicing and see.
I'm going to save this. Go to accounting. Now here we have 3 documents that has been
Yes.
generated.
Yes. So if you click on
Yeah.
the first one first, you see the same entries. Okay. Now go
Yeah.
back
Same
as
interest.
the previous one. But there's a second line which this one has been
Yeah.
created. Now this you see, this is a debit and credit for the costing. So if you go on to the right, that 500 is been hit into an account. 500 debit on the
Yeah.
top, credit or debit. So this is hit. So that means you're tracking the cost of
Great.
uh, freight into
Yeah.
this GL account. Now, this cost of freight is actually accumulated over a period of time. So normally, as a company, people want to see, like for example, in a month's time, in a year's time, uh, how much cost has been generated. That's why they want to track it through the accounts and marking it as relevant for accounting. So that is the difference. Now, in order to do this, there are certain setting considerations that you have to do. First, I think
Yeah.
you can always rewind forward and see the differences between the two GL accounts and understand yourself. The setting changes that we have done is first is that in the pricing procedure, the condition type is marked for statistical and relevant for accounting, and there is an accounting key. But there's one catch which is in the account determination that you have to do to make sure it works. If you don't do that, it may not work for you, and you will have to understand why. So if you go to VKOA,
Go to account key. Yeah.
yeah,
I guess
and the
it's
one that we have
already
used
open.
basically, yeah,
Yeah.
you can
This one.
open the display. Yeah, so here, so what we were using was ERF, the first line. So we have
Yeah.
added an accrual account 52590 000. So this, if you miss an entry in this accrual because the freight is getting accumulated somewhere into this account, then the relevant for GL accounting may not work. If you find it otherwise, or if you're able to do it without this accrual account thing, then do let us know in comment and we'll be happy to know and discover. But this is what we have seen and understood for the new pricing procedure field. Okay, so hope you guys have liked this video. Anything you want to add, Sharik?
No, no, that's it, I guess, for
Okay,
this one.
good. So
Yeah.
please feel free to share this learning to the people and friends in your network, and do like and subscribe so that we can do more interesting videos like these. Okay, thanks for watching.